Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Now let's get to it. Loso versus Showstoppa. Showstoppa goes first. This one for the books, like the first chapter. I knew it would pay off. I just didn't understand like cryptocurrency. Stand over the body and watch you die. That's low down, ain't it? You say you run with Jesus. Okay then. Godspeed. Fire, fire, fire. Showstopper had a cool first, you know what I'm saying? Then Loso goes. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Loso was wilding. Why it took you 2 years to graduate over there? It's been 13 years and you ain't graduate over here. They only watch because you in front of a horse show. This is the Kentucky Derby. They paying for names to give you a look, but it doesn't look like it gives you a name. Oh my God. Nobody said nothing. The crowd was quiet. That's a bar. Do you know how many people done pay for names and they still in the same spot before they booked the name? Loso was cooking. This is a very good performance from Loso. What do you say? You battle rap's best kept secret? Nah, you actually being kept as a secret at best. They got a Colombian in the cartel. Oh, I'm feeling right at home. A lo colombiano, tú sabes. This boy was wilding. They gave me this bum that graduated from a technical school. I've been ejected out of every basketball game I played. I love to get technical too. Nah, Loso was cooking. You just got through the door stopper. How the hell did you hit a wall? I got Loso very clear in the first. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Showstopper goes round two. My first round was a rough draft like Vietnam. Oh, nah, that is crazy. Rough draft like Vietnam? Nah, nigga. It's time to play fetch with my dog. It's a stick up, fire, slick line right there. All my enemies praying for me. I be sending a lot. It's a reach, but we're gonna allow it. I saved this round for a Christian, so I'm glad I repented. Fire. On every card, I'm like a masseuse, always grabbing attention. Fire. Drive-bys like a Lunchable. They bend corners and peel off. Yeah, yeah. Talk that shooting up the block talk. I like that. Up the switch on them like we used to be cool. Listen, I don't know what's going on in this generation, but y'all switch up on y'all people like it's nothing. The switch up is real. So that bar, that's like a real talk heavy, real life bar, because y'all be switching up. Let's get back to the battle. Showstopper, your second was way better than your first. I like this. We got to fight. So Loso go. It makes sense why Vixen is your manager because everything she puts on the screen is ass. Y'all know I got mad love for Vixen. She's one of my favorites. She's probably my favorite female battle rapper right now. You know what I'm saying? But so we're gonna allow that bar. But cógelo con take it easy, Loso. Cógelo con take it easy. Let's get back to it. I knew he wasn't seasoned enough. He started cooking with white women. Hey, this is mad funny, but we gotta stop. We gotta stop. In our community, we gotta stop, okay? Some people are dark skinned, some people are light skinned. It is what it is. My girl is mixed, she's biracial. You know what I'm saying? So people always be trying to call her white or whatever. Come on, man. We gotta stop this as a community. But this bar was fire and funny as hell. But Vixen is black. We know that. Okay, back to it. She couldn't put show on, so she got on OnlyFans to put on the show. Wild. They said stop a cold, and he got Vix. Fire. It's time to take the show on the road. I love the setup to that and everything. I had a really old gun. I don't use it that much because it's just for show. Loso, we gotta start having a conversation about Loso dope gun bars. Like, we know he's a Christian and all that, but who told you Christians don't have guns? I'm a devout Catholic. I gotta back to the battle. Back to the battle. Let's relax. Let's relax. But Christians carry guns, brother. I don't understand what all that talk is about. I'm putting an end to show before the killer show up like a cliffhanger. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. Showstopper second was very good. Loso's was very good. I edged Loso. Like edge. You know what I'm saying? If you got show, I'm not mad, but I got Loso comfortably. So now the third. Dun dun dun. This is where the battle gets crazy. Show. It's dope that you write up, but when you battling a tough opponent like Loso, you really got to make sure all your rounds is upstairs. But your third is your best. I ain't gonna hold you. So show goes round three. Because I don't play into the drama and friends with all the media, they overlook me. One day we're gonna have to have a conversation about, part of success is relationships. And I know your bar is dope and all that, but in any industry, in any business, in any pursuit, you need to build relationships. Relationships really the key to success, low key. So, but it is what it is. That bar was dope. Shout out to Black Ice. Everybody thought I wasn't a killer until you pushed me. Fire. Them sucker Christians. You mean the ones who actually live by the word? Oh, that's That's great. Yeah, okay. I like how you flip that. I like how you flip that. When the preacher lay hands on the preacher, I always lay when the preacher lay hands on somebody, I always see a reaction. Okay, that was dope. You thinking Jesus a sucker too? Cause he ain't do nothing when they touched him either. That was y'all gotta cool out on my Lord and Savior. Y'all gotta cool out. But this was fire. I'm gonna keep it tall. Everyone questions your faith like soul food. I'm just the one that brings it to the table. Y'all seen soul food? That is fire. Show that was fire. That was fire. When I went out and prayed on the ops, my father was praying for me. I love that. That was dope. Yeah, let's just move on. God gave me a sign. He was always with me because I was covered in the blood. Show, show this third is that. This third is that. They gave a horse Brandon. You can mark my words. Fire. Show third is his best round. I really enjoy show. This showed me that like Showstoppa could really be one of them. You know what I'm saying? His third. So now Loso goes, and in my head, I'm like, what you gonna do, brother? So Loso go. My cousins joined the gang around the same time I got saved. I said I was covered in the blood, and they said about time. Ah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, the reason why that bar hits home for me is because kind of same thing happened with me. My family members is heavy in the gangs, you know what I'm saying? I got family that's bloods and all that. But I chose a different route, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's okay to admit that, you know what I'm saying? Like I, I might have gotten into some street troubles every now and again, but I was a good kid for the most part. I went to Catholic school, I went to private school, I went to public school, you know what I'm saying? There was even a time where I was an altar boy, but around the time that I was trying to be good, I got led astray by the family members, you know what I'm saying? And got into certain different things. But luckily, I was able to veer my life back in the right direction. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some of us, not all of us are gangsters. Some of us was around the gangsters, but didn't grow into gangsters. That's okay. Like if you're an adult and you're not a gangster, that's okay. You can still be from the street and just not be, you know what I'm saying, a street, you know what I'm saying? So I felt seen with that. Thank you, Lo. So that was fire. Back to the bars. I'm sorry. This battle is a very good battle. I didn't even expect it to be so good. That's why I'm so passionate. But let's get back to it. I confess my own sins, not somebody else's. You know, let he without sin cast the first stone. I know we in the era of everybody exposing everybody's stuff, but honestly, let's be honest. Everybody's got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop judging other people. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your path. Focus on being a better version of yourself. I know that's gonna fall on deaf ears, but it is what it is. Loyalty, I learned that in the hood before I learned it in church. Fire, fire. He want to be known as a showstopper. I gotta stop these episodes. You can't eat with somebody who doesn't want to feed their mind. That is a haymaker. Like, listen. Are y'all listening to raps or do y'all just skim through it? Pardon me. I'm hyped. My blood pressure. Let me calm down. The route that you on, you'll never see a halo like DDG. Crazy. He died in a sting operation like the crocodile hunter. Now, Loso Stir is a little bit choppy, but the material is crazy. Tearing your rotator cuff and trying to explain shoulder pain. It's a reach, but we're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go. But he was out of line a little bit, Loso. But okay, so the third I got Showstoppa in the third. This was a fire battle. I got Loso taking round one. I got Loso taking round two, and then I got Showstoppa in the third. Yes, that's how I called it. So salute to Loso on his win. Showstoppa, you did your numbers. You know what I'm saying? You handled your business. So I can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at this either. You did your thing. So salute. You definitely got a fan out of me for this one. Thank you for even recommending this battle. So let's get to the sponsors cut. Loso round one clear and round two edge. Loso is an incredible talent. Oh, by the way, this is Loso versus Showstoppa. Loso is an incredible talent that's been consistent for quite some time and is given enough shots. He deserves bigger battles. As a sponsor, I encourage you to invest in Loso. I would love to see a 3-battle run. Please make sure y'all invest in Loso. He's incredible, but it's time for him to go to that next level. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some big battles from Loso. I want to see Loso versus Iron Solomon on King of the Dot. What's up, Iron? Loso versus Iron Solomon. I want to see that. I want to see Loso versus Miss Hustle on URL. I know that battle got a lot going on, but we need to see that, and we need to see it on URL. I also want to see Loso versus Disaster on a Riot. I want to see it. I want to see what type of conversation Loso and Disaster have. I want to see that. But I want to see big battles from Loso in 2026. His brand is incredible, very consistent. He been doing this thing. It's my Christian brother. You know, I'm gonna talk smack, on Twitter and all that, but I have big respect and definitely salute his brand. And I think he's one of them ones, 100%. We're not with that Loso hate train. That's corny. Loso been doing this thing. Salute the Loso. Keep stepping into your greatness. We the fans is for the culture. You heard? Tap in.